Juggernaut.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to RanDOTA. As always, I am D, your host for the show where the meta doesn't matter. We just dropped into this, I just found this and decided to go for it. We've already had 3 picks. Our Dire squad, we've had an Invoker and a Juggernaut picked up. Juggernaut was our most recent pick. Answered up from the Radiant with a Bane. And a quick response to the Shadow Demon from the Dire. The Radiant have an Omni Knight in addition to the Bane, which is always a fun combo. Because if you can make Bane immune to stuns during Fiend's Grip, like Omni Knight can, then yeah, Fiend's Grip's gonna last a little bit longer than it should. We'll see if that pans out or not.
Earthshaker.
And an Earthshaker for the Radiant. Next up, that's a good pick. They've got a lot. They've already got quite a bit of lockdown. Bane's got good single target lockdown, good single target damage. Earthshaker's got some decent AoE. Actually, he's got really good AoE when you get down to it. Omni's also got some good AoE damage, and he's a good healer, just in general. Whereas Invoker, very versatile hero. Shadow Demon, lots of delayed damage. You're never quite sure if you're gonna die from him or not. And then Juggernaut, well, it's Juggernaut. He does quite a little. He does a little bit of everything.
Enchantress.
An Enchantress picked up next by our Dire squad. Good jungler, good all-around semi-carry, and she can transition into a full carry with an Aghanims. If they kept her ultimate the same, I haven't checked on her recently. Yes, they did. Well, probably, I don't know. Well, we'll find out. Radiant pick up a Puck next. Fun character. And I'm still looking forward to the return of the $1 Million Dream Coil. If you don't know what that is, at TI3 in the grand finals against Na'Vi, it came down in the very last match, very last game. Alliance versus Na'Vi. Alliance is just rushing down. Lena picked up for the final Dire pick, but the $1 Million Dream Coil. Dendi and a good... and finally a Morphling picked up by the Radiant. But yeah, the $1 Million Dream Coil, it was a case of Dendi and 2 other members. I think at the time it was Funnick and Havost had to TP back to try and stop the Ancient from dying. S4 playing Puck right around here. Right around this area of the map. Catches Dendi playing the Templar Assassin, drops a Dream Coil right as Dendi's TP is about, Town Portal's about to finish. A lot of people say that if Dendi had managed to make it back, then Na'Vi probably would have won. The problem is, because of S4, Dendi didn't make it back, and Alliance ended up winning TI3 right off that. Which is why, of course, it's called the $1 Million Dream Coil. Anyway. We're gonna go ahead and introduce our teams. Once we see if they get any action here.
30 seconds.
Oh, our Dire squad's got a nice deep ward that's also going to be blocking the Radiant pull camp on the safe lane. Whereas the Radiant squad haven't got any wards down. That's really bad luck for them. Like I was saying, let's go ahead and get introductions out of the way. Alright. Actually, we're going to start with the Dire this time, because I started with the Radiant last time.
A prize.
Alright, playing on our bottom lane for the Dire squad, we have 3 playing the Enchantress. Nice, simple name, I like that. 43 Burek playing the Invoker in the mid lane. And then in the safe lane, we have Invulnerable playing probably a support Lena. Plav playing the Juggernaut, probably going to be your position 1 farmer, and AEIOU, repeated a couple of times, playing the Shadow Demon, also playing a support. Uh-oh, hold that thought. Omni is maybe in a bit of trouble here. Oh, that was a mistime right there. Omni Knight played by Wern off lane. He gets lucky, dodges that. They did not time that combo correctly. Don't know what he means by boys, but hey, whatever. Anyway, 111 playing the puck in the mid lane for the Radiant squad. Twitch.tv/Nato. I'm just gonna call you Nato. Playing the Earthshaker. Support Earthshaker. Weeowie. I have no idea how to pronounce that. We're just gonna call you Wee. Playing the Bane, also support. Helping out both he and Nato are helping out Quell in the bottom lane, who's playing our Morphling. Had some action already up here, but like I pointed out, Lina Invulnerable let off that Light Strike Array way too quickly. Disruption lasts for 2.5 seconds. You gotta time it better. This is the average MMR in this game is just under 6K. See how many people we got watching this. 47 people watching this game.
Short-sighted of you.
Oh, and Nightmare comes out. Invoker might be our first blood here. Fissure comes out, and oh, Ghost Walk saves him for a second. If they could get any, oh, they can't. And he salves back up. That was a good play by the Invoker to have Ghost Walk ready. That was a very well-timed Ghost Walk. Nobody's gone for the top rune. That's a bounty rune. Come on, it's free gold, literally. Invoker could actually level up if he goes and grabs it. Let's look at Buck. Wern is just doing his best. Quell is currently leading the list on last hits. Oh! We get here just in time to see 3 die to Quell. First blood goes to the Morphling player, which is a good thing for his team because, let's be honest here, folks. A safe lane carry farmer getting the first blood, that's always what you want. He uses it to pick up a Ring of Health. Probably gonna go for a quick Lincolns. The Hadoken, or the Shockwave from the Satyr Tormentor. Oh, the Satyr Tormentor is not gonna last long. It's about to die. Oh, Nato and 111 both going in on Invulnerable. That fissure block, we missed him getting it, but that is a well-spaced block. Oh! The Illusory Orb takes off the salve, and that's enough for 111 to get the kill. And then they block Borek. Is he gonna get out? He does get the cold snap off on Nato, but Borek is dead as well. No, and 111 gets a double kill on his puck. We go up top. Wern is beating up vowels. That's what I've said to call him because A-E-I-O-U, those are the major vowels in English. 3 is wandering around. It's got a satyr with it. Or, not a satyr, a centaur. Come on, I know mythology. I know this stuff. Oh, the stun actually did get cancelled, so 3 is going on to Nato. You're gonna get your courier killed. What are you doing? Stun Fissure comes out. 111 is just doing a block, but unfortunately, Enchantress is hard to kill because of Untouchable. Because the second you start to attack her, your attacks suddenly go a lot slower. Wern's been pretty quiet. Ooh, Plav and Vowels are getting him. Blade Fury comes out. That's the only skill he's got. He's put 2 points into stats. That's a little silly, but I've always been a fan of getting the getting Blade Dance, so you have a critical hit chance. But then again, I'm also not a pro. I'm probably not even a 3. I'm not a very high MMR player either. Plav gets hit with the heal. The Omni Heal Bomb is actually really good when you get down to it. Uh-oh. 111 could be in trouble here. Invulnerable's coming in from the side. But then again, a level 3 Lina versus a level 5 Puck. He phase shifted a little quickly, but Borek's seems to be going mostly for a Wex build. 111 gets Cold Snap. EMP comes out. Light Strike Array misses wildly. I don't know what you were aiming at there. 111 salves back up and just comes right back into the lane. Fissure Stun comes out and actually, if they'd had any follow-up, Burek could have died there. 3 is doing his job. During this whole thing, Wee's actually managed to find himself up at level 3. 111 and Nato. They're gonna end up fighting off. They might end up fighting off 2-on-2 here. Tornado EMP comes out. Actually does land, but it doesn't do enough damage. There's the Fissure block, and again a brilliant block. Nato's actually doing really well with these blocks. That's the 3rd time he's gotten a good block off in a way that stops the enemy from running very easily. Wee's actually here with a... There goes the illusory orb. Oh, Puck, if you'd actually... Oh, wait, no, because Ghost Walk. Right, yeah. Our Radiant squad, I'm starting to think they're organized. Like, I'm starting to think they're a full-on organized team. Oh, wow, Plav is almost dead here. Heal Bomb from Worm takes out some of the creeps. And he actually gets the full... He actually gets the full thing there. Uh-oh. Illusory Orb forward by 111. Invulnerable's in trouble here. Nato doesn't have enough, doesn't even have the mana for it. Invulnerable's going to try and deny himself to the Ancients. And it goes off. It works. That does keep Puck from getting the kill, but at the same time, Puck's now level 6. Uh-oh. Man, they are just not timing these hits off of the disruption. Granted, Wern's still gonna die here, because... Right there. A little bit of a misplay, but still, they get the kill. Yeah, maybe. And actually, I'm not 100% certain if Omni would have lived through that, because the cast time on Purification is actually quite high. Three's got a Dark Troll Summoner and some Skellies. Uh-oh. Borek's in trouble here. Oh, they actually had Dust this time, and Omni... Wern just walks right up to him and drops Purification on his head. Oh, 111 is going to sip the rest of his bottle and grab a bounty rune for himself. Oh, well played by 3. Got the deny on the rune, but the Dark Troll does die to it. Not that it really matters. Dark Trolls... I mean, Enchantress is not really an army builder, because her army doesn't last forever. It lasts for a grand total of minute 20. Uh-oh, 3's in trouble.
My sprites are cool.
Yeah, your sprites are not really any use here. Brain Sap gets that kill for Wei. Oh wait, no, I can't do that because this is a live cast. Duh. I was gonna look at the timeline to check the fight recap because I'm still leery of using the button. But yeah, I'm starting to think our Radiant squad is actually a full-on organized team. Maybe not like a registered team because they don't have a name, but at the same time, I think they have some really good teamwork here. And the way they pick their heroes, they probably know what they're doing. Whereas our Dire squad, they've got a decent setup, but they don't have the execution so far. Another stun comes out. Illusion Orb forward. Puck 111 gets the stun. Oh, he actually dropped. He dropped the Dream Coil. Gets the kill on Invulnerable. Borek's in serious trouble here. Vowels comes in. Not enough to save Borek. Illusory Orb forward. Vowels gets hit with a Heal Bomb. The Illusory Orb Heal Bomb was a good combo. Haven't seen that one before. Illusory Orb Purification combo. Gotta remember that one. Although to be fair, Juggernaut is now free farming up top. He's second on last hits behind Quell. Well done, Plav. Although net worth, top of our net worth is still Quell. That first blood helped out. He's actually got it up to a Perseverance. I'm starting to think he's probably going to aim for a Lincoln's. Show me in the shop. Yep. It's either gonna be a Lincoln's or a Lotus Orb. I'm not sure yet. You wouldn't go Battle Fury on a Morphling because it's, not. It just, I don't think the cleave works. Ranged units cannot cleave. Correct. Which actually is the basis of somebody insulting a teammate I played with once.
Tower is under attack.
This teammate, this was a long time ago. I've been playing Dota for 3 years now. But this teammate playing Lich actually picked up a Battle Fury.
Thing is about to get knocked over.
Oh, okay, this is the Iron Talon. Warren picks up an Iron Talon for his Omni Knight. Alright then.
Blessings.
Plav comes in. He's actually got an Omni Slash, but it's only level 1. He'd have to make sure. He'd pretty much have to guarantee. Actually, no. Come to think of it, he can't kill anybody. You can't. There's nobody on Radiant. Wait, no, he can. He can kill the Morphling. He can kill Quell from full health if he gets off maybe one. No, actually, because with 10 armor, Quell's actually moved almost all of his points from strength into agility, which is, it's not a bad idea because you hit fast, you have a lot of armor, and you hit hard, but at the same time, you have no real health to speak of. I mean, look at this. He's level 9 and he's got less than 600 health. Oh, we got the
Dire's bottom tower.
we got triple wander combo. Fowls gets caught out and is just annihilated. He just gets blown up. Weow got the kill on Bane. Ooh, 3 actually just walked right by. Plav is gonna get killed here. Oh, he tries to save himself with the Omni Slash, but it doesn't quite work. However, Burek does get Weow on the exchange, so it's still currently a 1 for 2. Phase shift, illusory orb out, good combo. Wern drops. Unfortunately, repel doesn't stop basic attacks. Unfortunately, impetus works through that because it's based on her attack and it's pure damage.
Oh, the humanity!
Whoa.
Nerf this man. That's a 2-5.
Oh, and 111 actually gets a kill on 3 in Borek. Quell, however, has managed to take the bottom tower and is pushed pretty hard onto the tier 2.
Go, now.
But yeah, if you're wondering why Impetus works through, Enchantress's ultimate, if you're wondering why this works through Repel, because Repel gives you spell immunity and 100% resistance to magic damage. This is based around her attack, so it's not counted as a spell for spell immunity, and it doesn't do magic damage; it does pure damage. 111 gets the kill on the middle tier 1 for the deck. So our Radiant pull ahead. They're up by 2 towers and 9 kills. 15 kills and 14 minutes. Pretty good so far. 111 jumps onto Burek. That's a good way to unveil your Blink Dagger. Unfortunately, he's not going to be able to kill him because Vowels ran in. Frankly, I'd say, yeah, let we, the Bane, take the Arcane Rune. Because cooldown reduction and mana cost reduction, that's one thing Bane has, even though he's an intelligence hero. He needs mana regen pretty badly. Especially since his stat growth is literally equal across the board. He gains 2.1 in every stat, and he starts with stats at all matched. I could have worked that out a lot better, I'm sorry. Oh, hold on. Okay, Nato looked like he was in trouble, but he wasn't. But yeah, Bane is actually the most equal growth hero in the game. I heard the Dream Coil go down. Invulnerable is in trouble. Oh, 111 dodges the Light Strike array. Wern gets blown up from Invulnerable though. Uh-oh. Nato is in trouble here. Or he was. He still is, kind of. Oh, Demonic Purge actually goes out. Burek gets that kill, but 111 did get Plav. Vowels is in trouble here, but 111 actually is the one who dies to number 3. So our Dire Squad's actually made a bit of a comeback, although to be fair, Quell has still been just completely unstopped here. They haven't done anything to stop this Morphling player. He's just going full bore, and he is going for a Linken's. He's rushing a Linken's. He doesn't even need the recipe. He's got a He's got a 16-minute Lincoln's, depending on when the courier gets out to him. But he's basically got it. I mean, he's got the recipe, he's got the items. All he needs is for the recipe to get delivered. This Morphling...
Dude's top tower gonna fall over soon.
Vowels actually hits himself with disruption, and oh, the Omni actually just, the last hit of the Omni Slash comes down and cuts Quell in half.
Dire's top tower is under
Well, actually it cuts him into more than half.
beyond the capacity for rational thought.
Wern and we are both bashing away at the top tower. Unfortunately, their main farmer just got killed with no support. He was just way overextended, really. Although to be fair, he did get the tier 2, so.
Tower gonna fall over soon.
Damage.
Bad dude's top is all
Burek
nasty
gets
and
the
brokey.
gets a DD rune, which it can be useful for Invoker, and especially when you got, especially if you're going Wex, because if you have high Wex, then and you actually have the spheres active, then you actually have really fast attack speed. Let's see, how many attacks per second does he got? 0.59. Or 0.59 seconds per attack. So his attack speed's actually getting pretty high. Or 0.83, I'm sorry, 0.59 was with Alacrity on. But he's actually already hitting pretty hard. He's gonna be just, yeah, he's just hitting this thing for huge damage. Nato jumps in, blink daggers, and drops the fissure. It's not enough though, because that Ghost Walk was quick. They needed a dust. And unfortunately the only dust... Let's see. Raiding Squad, yeah, the only dust they have right now is sitting in Nato's stash. They smoke up, 4-man smoke. Quell's back on bottom lane doing his thing. Okay, yeah, they're smoking and just running up mid. This smoke's gonna get broken pretty quickly. We actually breaks his, but does get off the Nightmare.
Bad dude's middle
Although to be fair,
tower-
111 just killed Burek pretty quickly. Ooh, well played by 3. He actually had the Dark Troll Summoner hit him so that it took the Nightmare.
Dire's middle
Dream Coil comes out, and 3 is now in some serious trouble here. Fissure comes out, and Echo slammed! That was our first Echo Slam, I think. Quell just picked up Boots of Travel. Alright, he's got Lincolns and bots already. It's less than 20 minutes in. This is a very fed Morphling. I mean, come on, he's got 1 kill, 1 death, and he's got 9,500 net worth. He's been working pretty quickly. This is a hard farmer Morphling. Check the XP graph. Just under 2k in favor of the Radiant, and gold graph just under 75k for the Radiant. Wave forms forward to help himself clear the creep wave. Quell might be in trouble here. Although to be fair, no, he's not. He's fine. Plav realized he couldn't. He could have he might have been able to take him by dropping an Omni Slash and hit. But for that to work, Quell would have had to be on his own. And the Omni Slash would not have killed him. I don't think it would have killed him before Waveform came off cooldown. And Waveform's only got an 11-second cooldown. Oh, hold that. We just gets nailed with a Laguna Blade and Cold Snap and gets killed off by Burek. Invulnerable and Burek actually really did a lot of damage there, but unfortunately they blew a lot of stuff on one guy. Vowels gets killed. We got 2 people dodging stuff, but 111 actually did manage to get away, because he probably could have killed the Shadow Demon, but not quick enough to get out. So Vowels is running out, back to the fountain to get healed. 10k net worth up on Quell, less than 20 minutes into the game, and he's finally looking like he's ready to join the team. Even gotten up to a Ghost Scepter. Is he going for the shotgun build? I think he is. For those of you that aren't sure, what the shotgun build on Morphling, what it does is you go high agility like he is, because he's got 98 agility so far. Because Adaptive Strike with high agility does max damage. So this thing does... Let's see. Base damage of 100 times 1 at level 3 times 1.5 your agility. So in this case that's 98. Oh, actually 136 plus 50% of 136, which is 78. That's over 200 damage. Adaptive Strike. Actually now it's just double. So it's 136 times 2 on Adaptive Strike. Now, Ghost Scepter, on its own, makes you take 40% extra damage whenever, but that's only on you. The shotgun build, oh, hold that thought, Invulnerable is about to prove his oh, wow. That Omni Slash did some damage, but not enough. Which actually just saw there was Adaptive Strike. Oh, and there's a Fiend's Grip on 3. On one person. Vowels gets killed off on the back lines by 111. 3 is just, they're just having Wern run along, and there he goes.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Anyway, back to the shotgun build. I'm sorry. I keep getting distracted. But 3 for nil is a pretty good trade. Shotgun build. Because of how much magic damage Morphling does, what you do is you take Ghost Scepter and you upgrade it into the Ethereal Blade, or the E-Blade. Because E-Blade, you can blast somebody to make them immune to physical damage, but they can't attack. If it is an enemy, they're also slowed, and they take double your primary attribute, plus 75 magical damage. And they also take an additional, let's see, what is it? 40% magic damage. So, oh, never mind. Quell just got killed. That's going to slow his E-Blade down a little bit, not by much. Well, actually, it is going to slow down. I forgot. Eagle Song takes 3,200. But yeah, what you do is you pop E-Blade on, you shoot E-Blade at somebody, at an enemy. They take a huge amount of damage just from the fact that, well, as Morphling, they'll just take a huge amount of damage because you have high agility. Then you waveform and Adaptive Strike, and basically it's like pointing a shotgun at somebody point blank and pulling the trigger. It's a really fast way to kill somebody because it does a huge amount of damage. Although most people are going to be familiar with it now, or most people around this MMR, because like I said, this is high 5,000s. Quick Roshan for number 1 goes to Juggernaut with the Aegis. Oh, 111 jumps onto Invulnerable, almost gets the kill, but that Dagon, the Yule Scepter saves him from the Dagon. Echo Slam, but doesn't save him from the Echo Slam. Nato does great with that one. And then Wern actually gets the kill on Burek, so it ends up being a 2-for-1 trade. 111. Plov's already calling it. We're 23 minutes in. I mean, yes, they're 20 to 10, but... Anyway, like I was saying, with the shotgun build on Morphling, a lot of people know about it now, so if they see you coming, and they suspect that you're going, and they know you're going for that build, or that you've completed it, then they'll try to have a counter to it, because if you can just, all you need to do is silence him, really. Plov is just running for his life here. The Mask of Madness is being used to run away, which is a good idea in this case. Lincoln Sphere gets popped, and Repel gets dropped on him to make him even more spell immune. Quell Boots travels up to the top lane. So, just a shot from the E-Blade right now, if he had it right now, he would do 365 damage to his target. Okay, he duplicated the puck, the 111. So far, this is going pretty heavily in favor of our Radiant. They've only lost 1 of their outer towers, whereas they've taken 4. The fake puck is dead. Long live fake puck. Oh, Nato, that's just... Well, actually, no, it's not really. The Enchant Totem gives it as bonus damage. I forgot. Shadow Blade up on Plov for the Juggernaut? Or he's getting it, delivered it out. Yep, there it is. Quell and 111 just blow up Burek on the Invoker. Yeah, you don't want to run away from her if she's throwing impetus shots at you. Because, if you don't know... Oh, and she actually went for a Dragon Lance. That's a good idea. That's basically a cheaper version of a Scepter for Enchantress. Fissure comes out. Val's, oh, Omni Slash comes out, and Nato just manages to force stuff away, but doesn't quite escape from the Omni Slash. Quell's in trouble, and he warps out. He manages to TP out. 111 barely manages to escape, but he's still got he's still soul captured. Oh yeah, soul catcher doesn't actually give you extra damage at the end anymore. I forgot. Or actually, let me check on that. Okay, yeah, it's just they take increased damage. I forgot. I was thinking of demonic purge. Plav's actually getting an insane attack speed going here. 0.41 seconds per attack. That means he gets 2 attacks every second. This... Once again, just checking the... Yeah, we're down to 34. We lost a couple. But yeah. Enchantress's ultimate impetus, if you don't know, what it does is the farther away your target is when they get hit with your attack, the more damage they take. As long as impetus is actually active. It's got a decently high mana cost for that. And with Dragonlance, it actually means she has more attack range. If she actually gets a scepter, that would actually be insane, because what Scepter does is it gives her a higher attack range.
Yo, green dudes, something bad is happening. In your bottom. Good dude's bottom just fell off.
Oh, instant jump in from Nato into a 3-man echo. Tornado comes out. Vowels is in serious trouble here, but oh, Quell comes in, kills invulnerable, but 3 gets weak. 3 gets out the weak. So Omni flying out. 111 manages to phase shift out, but he's not going to survive this because he didn't have the illusory orb ready to throw out. 2 for 2. That went a little sideways.
Got him, Himmer.
What the? Oh, okay. Apparently, Borek tried to go after them and Quell found him. I mean, Nato's pretty low on health, but that was not... I don't know what just happened.
Double damage.
Where is Morphling's clone? Oh, it was up here. Waveform forward, and oh, he's got the shotgun ready. It didn't actually do enough to kill him. To kill Vowels, though. That was interesting. I think what happened was he did the E-Blade as he was coming out of Waveform, so he did it after he had Waveform's damage.
Dire's middle tower is under
3 might get caught out here. Ooh, Wee just comes in and brain saps the tomato.
Tower is under attack.
Quell gets invulnerable.
Mad dudes, middle tower, everyone, go!
Interesting choice. Plav goes in for a diffusal blade. Huh. That's an interesting idea. 3 gets caught with a nightmare, and instantly a Fiend's Grip on the Val, and Val's is not going to make it. Mask of Madness comes out, but Plav... Oh, and he drops the Omni Slash onto Quell. Quell did not make it. Nightmare onto Plav. Dream Coil drops on Plav in 3. Dagon hits 3 pretty heavily. Oh, blinks forward, and a 1-man Echo Slam, not really much, but that Sunstrike is also not going to do much because Wern actually moved forward. If you don't know, what Sunstrike does is it deals damage in an area divided among the heroes, or divided among the targets in it. Let me check. Yep. Instant on damage is spread evenly over all enemies hit, yes. And Radiant Squad's already going high ground. 111 gets Borek, so Invoker goes down again. Puck actually manages to... 111 manages to phase shift out. Nato drops the fissure. Can they get... Ooh. That disruption may have just saved Lena. So Invulnerable gets saved by the Shadow Demon. Pretty well played. Just in time for Roshan to respawn. Unfortunately, Quell, their main farmer, is not currently alive. Just looking at some effigies at the moment. Doesn't look like... our raiding squad doesn't actually have any. That's interesting. Or, you know, not. Sorry, I'm not trying to be mean. It's just... I'm looking for effigies. Level 3 Dagon, level 4 now. Puck probably might go for level 5 Dagon, which allows him to basically kill anybody he catches out if he does... Well, not anybody. He might have trouble with... Yeah, he'd probably have trouble with the Juggernaut. Let's see. Level 5 Dagon does 800 damage. Illusory Orb does 280. Waning Rift does 280. So Puck comes in, drops his entire combo. He pretty much kills anybody. Ooh, Quell, you're looking like you're in trouble here, man. Plav's coming in, he's invisible. This is the Shadow Blade. They break the Lincoln Sphere. Out comes Sonic Boom. And Plav is gonna get... Is he gonna get out of this? Maybe. Nope. Oh, well played by Quell. Switched places with his clone, and then he waveforms out. He's gonna survive this just barely.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
By switching out all of his agility into strength, he just barely survives. Oh, Burek walked right by him. I'm convinced those trees right there are what kept Quell alive. Our Radiant squad now knows Roshan is up. Are they gonna move in for the pit though? Well, you probably wanna... Well, he's morphing back his agility. He's keeping 1 strength. Mostly because you need at least 1 strength, I think. I don't know if it'll let you go down to 0. He's got a huge amount of armor though right now. Invoker now knows that the Radiant are in there. Burek knows about this, and he knows the Roshan is up, so... Quell's warping in. Is he going to join his teammates? Yes, he is. Roshan, number 2. Looks like he's going to the Radiant. Morphling's just... Quell's just hitting so hard right now, mostly because he's got over 200... He's got 243 agility. Which means his E-Blade will basically kill anything it hits. Or his shotgun combo, really. Valve picks up an Aghanims, which is an interesting, item because it gives you 3 charges on Demonic Purge, and I forgot it does give Demonic Purge the ability to break passives for a little bit. So it actually kind of acts like Doom, or older Doom. Val's just standing here waiting, knowing there's enemies coming his way. 3 is farming in the jungle. Plav looked like he was going to make a move, and then Quell showed up. .111's got a haste, and he's got bounties. Bounty rune. We have a clone of... Well, we did. Had a clone of Weow there. Are we going to have another... Are we just going to have a 3-man smoke here? And Quell picks up his Manta style. Meaning he hits even harder, like he needed to at this point. He hits for 291 damage. Pretty heavy. Waveforms forward, and there's basically no wave there. There's no creep wave there. Okay, our Radiant squad looks like they want to go high ground, but the Dire are coming back. Burek's already here. He's got Alacrity and Tornado ready. Wait, no, that's EMP. What am I talking about?
Bad dudes, middle tower, everyone, go now!
Quell comes in, breaks the Lincolns, but Demonic Purge is still on him. Not enough to really do anything about it, but hey. Because there was just no follow-up there. Dragon Slave comes out. Doesn't actually hit Quell, but Worm still...
Greenwood's top thing is about to get knocked over.
The E-Blade comes out, but Invulnerable just instantly uses himself up in the air.
Tower is under attack. Ruh-roh.
Quell gets the kill on the tower, and they promptly back off. They're not going to get barracks here. But they got the tower. That's an important
Radiant's
move.
top tower is under attack. Forget about it.
Say, Quell, you don't want to get too many cases of demonic poison, because it stacks pretty heavily. That one ranged creep doing his best. Oh, wow. Quell hits the ranged barracks about twice. We got a good Echo Slam going. Omni Slash going out. Where did it even end up? It didn't do any damage because Wern popped his ultimate. 3 gets Wii. Quell gets Invulnerable. And Weow got Vowels there. Weow actually also buys back instantly. Nato jumps in. 3 gets blown up. 111 manages to get that kill. Plav's asking them to end it. Looks like they're gonna go for it. They might they're just gonna throne here. Tornado flies out, followed by an EMP combo. Ice Wall comes out, but it's not gonna even stop them. Gorek's actually dead. Quell hit him with the E-Blade. Why would you ghost? Oh, okay, I guess he wanted to regen.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Yep. Our Radiant squad, they're gonna throne it. Plav's just standing off, not worrying about it. That is this game, folks. 37, almost 38 minutes in. Our Radiant squad takes the victory. It was actually a pretty good game. As always, folks, if you have something you'd like to say, please leave a comment down below, or feel free to click the like and favorite buttons, or, you know, you can click dislike if you want, that's fine. Also tune in Friday nights for more Wild Terraria Fridays, although, like I said, that will be changing a little bit once I get my new computer up. Also tune in Saturdays for the War of the Gods, where we're still fighting in Marignan. And tune in again next Sunday for another episode of RanDOTA. And if you want, please feel free to click the subscribe button down below so you never miss an episode. And also just to help me out. As for that, folks, I have been D. Good night, and good gaming.